We've asked the people we know a few questions, whether they ever experienced sexual harassment online or whether they ever witnessed it. And here's what they answered.
Have you ever been sexually harassed online? If so, what was the situation?
Okay, so this was back in high school. I was kind of known for the girl with like big
boobs.
Yeah, breasts. So guys would, make comments, and maybe girls too. But then I guess like on social media, guys felt more, brave to come at me with comments that they wouldn't really tell me in person. So it would mostly be like through Snapchat, where messages would just get erased right away. And then they would just like make more, I guess, like vulgar comments of my boobs behind the screen, phone, etc.
Okay, so question number 2. Have you ever witnessed sexual harassment online? If so, what was the situation?
I witnessed it with my coworker. She showed me some messages that was sent from a person she used to mess around with, and the person was just telling her, just making her remember about the times that they've hooked up, and very vividly made her remember just by saying like, oh, I miss your pink pussy, or just I miss hitting it from back. So just terms like that. I can't really remember everything that was said, but those two main things were what really caught my attention, and obviously it wasn't good.
Okay. Question number 3. What type of language was used which made the conversation harassment in both situations?
So for my situation in particular, it was just mostly, it wasn't as extreme as the second situation, but for mine it was just, the guys, they just told me, oh, let me see, like just wanting to see like my boobs. And in my coworker's case, it was just more like, what I previously said.
Okay. Question number 4. What did you do or did you not do to stop it from going any further?
Well, for my situation, I just straight up told them to stop, and that I'm not gonna, show them. I'm not going to do whatever they're asking me to do. So to just pretty much fuck off. And then for her, my coworker's case, I mean, I couldn't really do anything, but I did advise her to just block the guy from her Snapchat since she has a boyfriend.
Okay. And question number 5, did you feel like you could stand up for yourself during the situation?
Yeah, well, I've always stood up for myself just because I personally respect myself, and I do expect others to respect me as well. So I always put a stop as soon as, like, before it even starts.
Have you ever been sexually harassed online? If so, what was the situation?
No, I have never been harassed like online, and yeah, I have never met it in my life. I think it's like more for girls.
Have you ever witnessed sexual harassment online? If so, what was the situation?
I have never seen it like, and nobody like did it in towards me, and like about the girls, I don't know, because like I don't follow and I don't read like the comments under the pictures, so no.
Have you ever been sexually harassed online? If so, what was the situation?
I don't think I have.
Question 2. Have you ever witnessed sexual harassment online? If so, what was the situation?
Once my girlfriend at the time, some random guy commented on her picture, and she said he was like saying something rude. I believe he said something along the lines of "sit on this dick," and things like that. Well, that wasn't like the first thing he said. He said something like, "Oh damn, let me holla," or something. I don't know. Something like he was like propositioning her like in a inappropriate way. And then what I did about it, I said something which was silly in hindsight, and then he just kept saying more inappropriate things, and then we just ended up blocking him, which is what we should have just done in the first place. Should have just did that, because saying something isn't really gonna change anything online, so might as well have just been blocked.
Have you ever been sexually harassed online? If so, what was the situation?
I would have to say that I have never been sexually harassed online.
Okay. Have you ever witnessed sexual harassment online? If so, what was the situation?
Let's see. I believe that I've probably seen sexual harassment on probably like social media, seeing people say like mean things, like for example like on a celebrity's post or something.
What type of language was used which made the conversation harassment?
Well, they used pretty vulgar language, which was directed directly at the person in question. Like, for example, I don't know, just like pointing out that like maybe like her boobs are out or something like that.
What did you or did not do to stop it from going any further?
Well, the sexual harassment that I saw online was usually, I don't know, I don't really defend people online, because then they usually start directing their anger towards me. It's what I've seen anyway.
And I would say, yes, I have been. I've definitely been called names. How did that make me feel? And did I feel like it was okay? It just makes me feel kind of like gross. Like, why do you feel the need to say something? Like, it's just like inappropriate. Like, girls don't want to be catcalled. It doesn't make them feel good about themselves. And I believe that people just think that they can kind of like get away with it, like they want something, or they think that you want it, but even if you don't, and they just kind of do it anyways.
Oh, I got Snapchatted a D pic.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was from somebody that I actually knew, so it was weird, and I didn't say anything, and I just ignored it and acted like it didn't happen. But he saw that I opened it for sure. I acted like it didn't happen.
So you guys were like acquaintances, and he just said that?
Yeah, we were acquaintances. We hung out with the same group of people. He sent that one night, and I got freaked out, and I didn't say anything about it, and I left it open.
That's very weird and uncomfortable. Okay, have you ever witnessed sexual harassment online towards other people? If so, what was the situation there?
Because I do follow somebody that I see constantly getting sexually harassed on her Instagram photo comments. I don't know her personally. She posted a photo and somebody said something about her appearance, let me fuck, or let me something. And
are her photos typically more provocative, or they're just like normal, you know?
Her photos are provocative.
Okay. And does that happen with like more than one person on her photos?
Yeah. Actual examples of the language?
Sure.
When you gonna let me fuck? Let me see those titties. Just really explicit stuff. Let me see this. Let me do this to you. Or you're a hoe, or you're a slut.
Have you ever like tried to stop it from going any further? If you have, did that do anything? If not, why haven't you?
With other people, no, I haven't, because I feel that it's a very interesting topic, and things can be dangerous to deal with. I mean, just receiving that pic that I talked about, that photo, I was scared. That's a scary situation. You don't know what people are going to do. You don't know how people are going to react to the situation. So I don't expect people to intervene for me either. It's scary. I don't think at this point I would step in from the outside and intervene when I could endanger that person or myself.
Have you ever felt like you could stand up for yourself during the situation, or you mainly just stay back if there's any sexual harassment towards you?
I just kind of ignore it.
And for the sake of, like, safety reasons, right?
Yeah. Also, I don't want to get my feelings hurt. If someone decides to say something, I'd rather just ignore it.